But you're recording it?
Yeah, I'm going to record it and then
It's recording.
Okay.
yeah, now it just started recording. So we can
Okay.
start. So Casey, first of all, thank you so much for doing this for us. And why I wanted Casey to come on and share his ways with us is because he does it a completely different way than the way I do it. I, build on social media, and Casey builds off of social media with contacts and that kind of way. So it's always good to learn all different ways to build this business, especially with what we're going through right now. So I'm going to pass it along to Casey, and you have the floor.
Have the floor. So I don't know if I like having the floor. So I started in network marketing 21 years ago when I was 18, before social media was around, before the internet was around, or Facebook, anything. And basically how, I did it back then, and how I do most of mine still now, is all what we call like belly to belly, sitting down at somebody's table at a hotel, at a, somewhere, and talking about life, business, and whatnot, all on a personal level. Okay. And I believe, so I don't know how many companies I've been in. There's lots of them I would join up in their company, mostly just to learn, about their compensation plan and just different things, but not very many of them I ever jumped into to go be gung-ho and, want to run with it. But our compensation plan in My Daily Choice, it's the first one that I've ever seen that you don't have to go recruit a lot of people, and you don't have to go get a lot of customers. So to me, customers come easily, and they come all the time without really trying to find them, just because of our product line. Okay. Another thing is I think, so with the way our compensation plan is, every single one of us know enough people to become a 500K affiliate. I think if things are done right, meaning you only need 5 people. Okay. After that, the key is making sure that you help those 5 people go get their 5 people. And whenever you start duplicating that process, pretty quick, you have a team of 400 to 500 people before you know it. Okay. And so a lot of people say, well, man, that's easier said than done, because, I've signed up 40 people and I have only got 2 people that actually do anything. Okay. And to me, whenever you do it belly to belly, or you're talking to your friends and family, okay, because those are people that you have relationships with and credibility with. Okay. So to me, it depends on how you go talk to those people, or how well you're going to be able to get some of those people to get in business with you. Me personally, I don't like today. I've been in this company day one. I'm going to struggle if I sit here and try to tell you what our sprays do. Okay. And same with our oil, and say like every one of our product, because I am not a product person, because to me, customers and product don't duplicate all that much. And if I focus all on trying to find customers, I'm going to find my job is never going to end, because customers don't always reorder, and customers, they're going to find another product that they're going to go try to buy, that you might be the one that educated them everything they know about CBD oil, but they're still going to probably buy a CBD oil from somewhere else at some point in time. Not all of them, but a lot of them, in my mind. So every time I get an affiliate, that affiliate also is a customer. And me, to this day, I've gotten lots of customers over the years, but my customers that have bought every month since we've started are my friends and family. That, you know what I mean, the same ones that would have bought if I would have, you know what I mean, focused all my efforts on trying to get customers. But long term, those are the ones that have built me a residual income off of my efforts of finding a customer one time. Okay. Or friends and family. Now, if I would have spent lots and lots of time trying to find lots of customers, I'm sure I would have more people that would order consistently. You kind of get what I'm saying. Like, there's most of our teams, even in this company, if they're just solely customer focused, they usually hit a point, you know, they hit a rank. And if most of that volume is all come from just customer volume, then they max out of that rank, because what gets them those customers is their influence and what some of their team is, what influence they have. Okay. I know somebody in this company that's a 100K affiliate. She is excellent at recruiting people and getting new customers every month. Okay. She gets anywhere between 35 and 50 new customers and a few affiliates every month. But she's hit the rank of 100K, and she's been there. She got there in 3 months. She's been there for 2 years, and she's never been able to rank advance. Okay. Her team, her whole group and her whole team is they solely focus around customers so much that every month they gain as many customers as they lose. Okay. Now, I'm not trying to talk or say anything to anybody that you know, we all need customers. But in the Win Network, if you guys, I don't know if everybody's in there, but I don't know that we've done a training on products yet.
No.
Okay. And I don't know that we ever will. If we do, it'll be very minimal. The reason is customers don't duplicate. Teaching people how to find and properly recruit other people that want to make money in this industry duplicates. Okay. It's just, and so that's why we focus all of our efforts on building a team of people that want to do network marketing. Okay. And it's easier to do that with people that you know, and teach people to do that with people they know. And you don't have to go push on social media so much if you're just focused on working with the people that you know. That's your warm market people. Does that make sense? So with your warm market people, to me, it comes down to how you properly invite them to take a look at your business. Okay. Most network marketing in general, in the mass scheme of things in the public, has a bad name because lots of people have tried it and they were coached to go push their products on people to sell products. Okay. Well, to me, most people in this world don't want to sell products, because if you wanted to sell products, the best way to sell something is go be a car salesman. In my mind, you know, like, it's easier to go. I mean, there's other things. If you just want to sell products, there's other things in this world that make you more money than network marketing. Okay. So when I started this company, I kind of did things then a little bit different than I did now. But if I was going to sit down with you and start show you our business and our business model, then I'm going to try to get you and educate you on how to properly invite people to take a look at your business. Okay. My business isn't about selling products. My business is about helping other people achieve their dreams, their goals, their why. Okay. So by doing that, I'm going to start having you invite people to take a look at your business. Okay. It's not invite people to look at your products. So whenever we do that, if it's done properly, your success rate goes up a bunch. Okay. And that's why, like, when you anybody that is in our group, we talk a lot about how to properly edify people, how to do three-way calls, how to do, properly socialize with people, pretty much, how to get people to take a look at your business. And one of the things that most people don't do is a three-way call. Okay. And I truly believe if a three-way call is done correctly, your success rate goes through the roof. Okay. And one of the things that, if I'm talking to, let's say, Laura, and she's never done network marketing before, she's never sold products before, so say she's an accountant, or let's the one that I use the most is a plumber. So if Laura and Tom own a plumbing business, okay, and she goes out there on social media or wherever, and she puts out there, and everybody knows her as a successful business owner that owns a plumbing company. Okay. If I try coaching her right away, and she started this business in My Daily Choice Hemp Works, and if I go out there and I try to get her to start posting online to all of her people about our products, to me, what that says is, Laura, I want you to post out here and sell your products to your people because we want their money. So get them to buy your products because we want their money. Okay. If Laura, because she's a successful businesswoman and owns a plumbing company, and if I went to her and said, okay, we're going to expand your plumbing business, let's go out here and post on social media that you're looking for business partners and investors to get into your business, that's gonna be like, that could be done very easily because everybody that knows her knows she has a successful business, plumbing business, right? So people are going to invest their time and energy with her in that entity because that's what she's known for. Okay, everybody knows that she has a great business. So that, to me, that model would work. But if I'm trying to get her to go find business partners and to sell product in an industry that she's never been successful in before, it's going to be hard to get her warm market people to do business with her. Okay. But if I show her how to properly invite people to take a look at this new business, and then she gets me on the call to do a three-way call with her warm market people, because your warm market people are going to look at your business just out of respect. Okay. But it's going to be hard to get these people to jump into business with Laura if Laura is doing it by herself. So if she can bring me on board to her warm market people and say, look, I've partnered with Casey. Casey's been in this industry for 21 years. He's been in this company for 5 years. He's, very successful. He does, this is all he does, different things. Now, all of Laura's warm market people are realizing that they're not getting in business with Laura. They're getting in business with somebody that's going to be able to help them, that is successful, that is been doing it a long time, that does know how to do it. You get where I'm coming from? So now, whenever that's done properly, Laura's going to find her 4 or 5 people that are her warm market people that she didn't find on social media. They're just people she knew. And remember, that's all we need to be a 500K in this business is 5 people. Okay. So if I properly get Laura to properly tap into her warm market people, then we start duplicating that same process. We start helping Laura's people, that her 4 or 5 that she just got, we properly start helping those 4 or 5 people duplicate and do the same thing. Well, now Laura has a team of 25 to 30 people, and she only had to go find 4 or 5. Okay. So doing things belly to belly might take more time, but I think long-term it's more effective. Okay. Another reason, like for me, is my key people that I've been working with them for 10 years. So they moved with me because I built a relationship with them. Okay. And that relationship was built around belly to belly business, doing things. I do things with those core people outside of MDC, outside of My Daily Choice. Okay. And I have met new people in the last 5 years that if something happened to this company, if it went away, if something happened and this company went away, the people that I've done belly to belly with and the people that I've built a relationship with are going to follow me or go with me to the next business. Okay. Most customers aren't going to follow me because they were there because of the product that I got them using. Okay. Not because of the relationship I built with those people. And so I think all the people that's on this call, most of you have built a very good relationship with Laura, or, you know what I mean? I'm not sure where everybody's placed or where everybody's at, but it's because she has spent a lot of time helping you personally. Okay. If I was to do nothing but try to find a bunch of people on social media, I can't help all those people properly in my mind. You can do Zooms and you can do training and you can do calls, but there's going to be a lot of people that get involved that fall off because you don't do it on a person to person, basis level. Okay. And so I spend hardly any time on social media. And if any of you guys are friends with me on Facebook, I don't do all that much on social media. I hardly do. I've done more in the last little bit than I have in quite a while, but also because I never do very much. I think whenever I do, it draws quite a bit of attention because I don't do it a lot.
So Casey, can you run us through how you start the conversation with somebody that you want to prospect? Run us through your steps, what you do.
Okay. So if I left this company today and I went and started a different company that nobody here knew about, okay, I'm going to make a list of my people, that I know, my contacts. And then depending on that person, that conversation is going to go a little bit different. Okay. But I pretty much, if I was going to talk to Laura, I would give her a call. And if this person that I want to recruit into my business is, let's say, within driving distance, I'm going to go see them. Okay. To me, because it's more personal, this is a very, network marketing is a personal business as far as I'm concerned. So by me taking my time to go and drive an hour and a half to Boise Valley to go see Laura and Tom, that's going to probably show them that whatever I'm coming there to come see them for is pretty serious. If I'm going to spend an hour and a half of my time to come see them. Okay. So I just show up and say, hey, I've got a business that I want to show you. And I would start walking you through the steps with whatever that was. I'd start telling you about the business, the opportunity, and, how it would be successful. If you're across the country and I can't get a hold of you, or I can't drive there, and if I was going to try to recruit Laura into this business, I'm simply going to give her a call and say, hey, Laura, how are you? I'm working on something that's pretty important, pretty excited. The business is doing extremely well. When would you have 30 minutes to take a look? And I'm just going to end up trying to get, I'm going to get you to pre-enroll. Okay. Because our pre-enroll system is phenomenal. And then once I got you pre-enrolled, then I would ask you when you would have time. What's your schedule like? When do you have time to take a look at something? So if she tells me tomorrow at noon, then I'm gonna get her to pretty much tell me, yes, tomorrow noon is a good time. So if she says tomorrow at noon she can sit down and take a look at this, I'm gonna then turn around and say, okay, so I'm gonna call you back at 11:45 tomorrow, and then I'll get you a link. So does that time still work for you? Okay, so she says yes. I'm gonna call her back at 11:45 tomorrow. Then I'm gonna, hey, do you still have time in 10 minutes to take a look at what I want to show you? You say yes. I'm gonna send you my website. Okay, and then I'm gonna say, make sure you leave your name, phone number, email address. There's 4 videos that you're gonna get to watch. Okay, it's gonna take you roughly 45 minutes. So I'm gonna call you back in an hour. Okay, so she pre-enrolls. I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna call her back in an hour. Okay, now, whenever this happens, I already have my 3 or 4 people that I know I can do a 3-way call with. Okay, then whenever Laura gave me a time that she can pre-enroll, I'm gonna contact my people that I do a 3-way call with and say, hey, I've got Laura, she's gonna pre-enroll tomorrow at noon. If that still goes, I'll make sure I'll get back in contact with you, but who has time to do a 3-way call with me at 1 o'clock? Okay. Any one of them says they have time, then, because Laura doesn't know I'm setting her up for a 3-way call. But on the back end, I'm getting my people that are going to help me. I'm going to make sure that I have somebody that's going to do a 3-way call in an hour from whenever she pre-enrolls. Okay. So Laura pre-enrolls, I call her back. All I'm going to ask her is, hey, what did you like? And then I'm going to ask you if you have any questions. Then I'm going to say, hey, let me get my friend on the phone. He's been in this business longer than me. He knows a lot more than me. Let me get you in touch with him. I'm going to call him real quick. I'm really not going to give you much of an option. I'm just going to do it. Okay. And then I'm going to get Chris on the phone. Okay. And you guys know how a 3-way call works. That's kind of like somebody that I know is going to be way different than somebody I don't know. Okay. Somebody that I've just met, even if it's, I don't know how many Uber drivers I've recruited over the last year, a lot of them. I've honestly pre-enrolled every single one of them that I wanted to. And these same steps can happen with anybody that you meet. An Uber driver is a little bit easier because you're locked in the car with them for a certain amount of time. Unless they want to jump out of their own car and pull over and tell you to get out, they get to listen to you. But how I've got every single one of them to pre-enroll is if my Uber ride, so when you get in an Uber, you can look at your phone and it tells you how long till your ride is, right? So I look at that every single time, because if it's 10 minutes, okay, I'm going to spend 80% of that time asking that driver about themselves. Why, how long have you been driving Uber? How long have you lived in Las Vegas? How long have you been here? How long have you been driving? Because I'm going to spend 80% of the time being interested in them. Okay. I'm probably the only person that they picked up that month that is going to spend 80% of the ride asking them questions. I'm interested in them. Okay. By doing that, they will always ask you, what are you doing in town? What do you do for a living, right? Because I spent 80% of the time talking to them. Now, the 80% of the time I'm talking to them, my whole conversation is leading in one direction. When I get out of the car, they're going to ask me for my business card. Okay. How I do that is so I'm interviewing them, but they don't know it. I just sound interested. But why do you drive Uber? What do you like about it? I find out every single thing they like about what they do for a job. So when you're prospecting somebody, if you have a 10-minute conversation with them, or whatever it may be. Spend 80% of that time finding out their why. Okay, why do they go to work every day? So the Uber driver, he is spending 80% of his, well, I'm asking him, they all drive Uber because they want the time freedom. They get to work when they want. They're their own boss. They don't have to check in with anybody. Okay, so they love all that part. They most of them get to do all their things with their kids. Okay, so I take all of the positive things that they like about their job. I'm mentally taking notes. Okay, then I also want to find out everything they don't like about their job, and that's more important than the things that they do like. If they their expenses, their overhead is more than they thought. Their fuel, their maintenance, all that type of stuff. Okay, they don't make as much money as they wanted to. Okay, there's sometimes their customers, people that they ride with them, are like a huge pain in the butt. They don't like them. But the reason why I'm asking all these questions is because whenever the clock comes up and I've only got 2 minutes left of this ride, all I have to do is be quiet for a second. And they will ask me, what do I do? Why am I in Las Vegas? Why, whatever. So as soon as they do, I turn everything positive that they told me they like about their job. I turn what I do into the same positive. I work for myself. I get to do whatever I want when I want. I spend, everything that they told me was positive, I bring it back up. So I'm relating to them. Okay. Then I turn every one of their negatives into a positive. Okay. My overhead's not very much. My business expense. Okay. I don't have a huge, that's the biggest one. Most of the time, their thing that they don't like is they don't make enough money, and their business expense, their monthly expenses are way higher than they expected. Okay. So Uber drivers don't have a problem going on auto shipment because they understand monthly maintenance on business. Okay. But so whenever I'm doing that, and the things that I turn into positive, they start, well, what exactly do you do? So, well, I own my own business, but all I do is teach people how to make money from their cell phone anywhere in the world, helping other people make money. I don't bring anything up about products. I don't bring anything up about selling products. It's just my whole system. I make money helping people make money, help people make money. Okay. And then they go, well, how does that work? I said, well, it's a lot like, I just asked them, I was like, well, you have a buddy or a friend that drives Uber now that you recommended to it? They always say, yeah. It's like, well, do you get paid whenever they give somebody a ride? Does Uber pay you a commission because you brought them into the business? And no. I said, oh, well, see, my business, we do that. Every time somebody refers somebody else to do the same thing we're doing, we get paid off of their efforts for every day for the rest of their life that they're doing business with me. And they still look at it like, what? And I say, well, yeah, so your buddy that you got into Uber, it'd be like you making a percentage every time they gave somebody a ride. So I'm just kind of laying out with very simply in terms they understand how my business is a lot like their business, but my business is better. Okay. And then I don't ask them if they want information. I don't ask for their phone number. You just get out of the car, and every single time they will ask you for your business card. Well, conveniently, I'm always out because I want their phone number so I can follow up with them. Okay. But the other thing is, when I follow up with them, I never ask them about the business. I never ask them if they're ready to get started. I never ask them if they, want to do it. It's anytime I follow up on them. So another thing I do is I take very good notes of every Uber driver. So if you look on my phone and I go to search and I do Uber driver, you're going to have about 300 different people pop up because I put their name in, Uber driver, in whatever city. Then I can go back and I look at their text messages, and also in the notes on my phone, like how many kids do they have? Why were they driving Uber? Why, like, so I keep track of all that stuff. So a month later, when the notification goes off on my phone to make sure I followed up with George, the Uber driver from Las Vegas that has 3 kids, that's driving Uber because he wants his kids to go to college. I simply follow up with him and just say, hey, George, how are you? How's your family? What have you been working on? So most of them I haven't signed up the first time you talk to them, but because I called them and I just simply am curious and interested about them, it's the same thing as the reason why I spent 80% of my time talking about them before. I do the same thing when I contact them the second time. I don't contact them because I want them in my business, but I don't let them know I want them in my business. Okay? And pretty quick after the second or third time that I've called or followed up with them, I can call them and they're like, hey, Casey, how are you? Because they're remembering me, because I'm the guy that got in the car with them, that spent a lot of time being interested in them, and then have followed up with them every month since I got in that car. Okay, now, whenever those people are ready, they're going to remember me and want to get in business with me because of how I planted that seed 2 or 3 months or 4 months, whatever ago. Okay. When somebody wants to get in business with you is way better than when you want them to get in business with you. Everybody has a time that they're going to get in business with you, I think. It's just, I'm way better off whenever it's on their terms rather than mine. But it's all on how you start building a relationship with that person. Okay. If I start teaching my team personally to go to market products or sell products, then you start caring if somebody buys product from you or not. I personally do not care. Like, if somebody buys from me, great. If they don't buy from me, great. Because I want it to be because they want it, not because I want it. And whenever I mentally had that shift from going from whenever I want you, like, my product's good for you. You need my product. It'll help you. It's good for you. Whenever I went away from not caring, just giving people information, how I presented that information changed. It goes back to the same thing. We all watch a movie, right? And then we recommend that to people because we're not making any money from it, but we just truly, hey, we love the movie, go watch it. As soon as you turn into salesmen and you make a commission whenever you are trying to get people to go to that movie, how you present it, how you do it, how you work it changes. You don't do it on purpose, but mentally it happens. And the person you're telling about that movie realizes it, in my mind, okay? Because now you became a salesman. The thing that every one of us hates about going and buying a car is dealing with the salesman, right? So that's not like, if most of the people that are on my team don't post a whole lot about their products, because to me that's being a salesman. Well, nobody likes going to buy a car because nobody likes a salesman. So I try very hard not turning my people into salesmen. Okay, so teaching people from the very can you still hear me?
Yeah, you're doing great.
Yeah. So
Taking notes
from the very beginning,
going like this.
teaching people from the very beginning, building belly to belly, helps them go build their business belly to belly, which is all about building a relationship, building, you know what I mean, a friendship and a relationship with those people. It doesn't matter if they're new people or old people. I honestly believe, you know, building your business slower is way better than building it faster, because most of the time things fall or can fall as fast as they got built.
Casey, are you able to see the chat? Laura Alton's asking if you're getting into this company and we're all in quarantine, so we're not going out for Uber rides. Where are you looking to get your new team from?
So,
Can you see what she wrote there in the chat?
so where am I looking for new, wait a minute. So, I don't know what I did. Okay, there we go. So, in other words, where are you going to find people? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, basically, I mean, I wasn't a big Uber rider anyway, and I think that the time that I did go and get into a situation where you are one-on-one with somebody like that, that's a great opportunity. And especially when I was in Vegas for the convention, did that. But now a lot of us are, we're sheltering in place. And so if you were just now getting into this,
Yep.
and you're down here instead of here, I mean, the way that I'm looking at it is trying to like maybe build relationships with people first and try to get to know them.
I don't know if, so I'm on.
We lost him.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So I think,
You're breaking up, Casey. He's frozen. Good, that's a good question, Laura, though. It is, especially now with what we're going through.
Right, and I think with what's the guy Fraser? He was talking about going and sending personal messages to people and sending love and vibes and all that stuff, and that's actually where I got into my Facebook hell. But that, well, I said too much. But I thought that was going really well with people that actually came back and said, "Wow, thanks a lot," and then you got into a conversation with them. And I think that could maybe be kind of the same thing that the case he's talking about is you're building the relationship with someone, but we're just having to do it a little bit differently now.
Right.
When what Casey's talking about, I think he's here right now, but he's talking about when people first get started, start making a list of the people that you know in your phone contacts. The people that you know. That's where you're starting from. But Casey's back.
yes. Yeah, so the half of everything I think you said, I lost service for a little bit, so everything froze and I didn't hear all of it. But right now, Laura, how long have you been in this business?
April of last year.
Okay. So how many people have, like, when you go through your contact list, how many of your people have you invited to take a look at your business?
Not many.
So I don't want to put you on the spot, but I'm going to ask,
You're putting me on
why
the
not?
spot,
Yep.
Yep. I'm about to go to lunch or something. Yeah.
No. So why not?
It'll probably go back to that same thing of a fear of rejection, or my biggest thing was somebody coming to me and going, "Hey, I've had it happen with other network marketers just coming to me and going, "Hey, I've got this thing I want you to look at. When do you have a time?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't want to do that. I already know what you're doing. I don't want to do it. I don't want to look at it." And so, it's generally like, "Oh, pull up your friends and family." And it's like, God, my friends and family are the last person that I really want to bombard with it, because maybe it's the way that I've approached it. And maybe I don't know the great way to approach it like you are of,
So
I want you to look at this,
So I, and once again, it's taken me a while I totally understand where you're coming from. And that is because the industry standard is about the same because of how most people have taught people how to try to go do it. So it has given our industry a bad name to some extent. Okay. So for me, I still do this. So I'll give everybody, for instance, here. I'm in Africa right now. Okay. Everybody that is here that I'm helping is either not on my team, or I think level 9 is the closest, and it goes down to like 20 some. Okay. So financially, I'm spending way more money here than I'm making. Okay. And I say that because I love helping people. Okay. I truly believe that network marketing is by far the best thing that I could show absolutely anybody. It doesn't matter your age, that building a network marketing business in this company or another is by far the best thing that I could do to help anybody get where they want to go in life and achieve whatever it is they want to achieve. Okay. Now, there's some people that just love because they love helping people that way. Okay. And there's, you know what I mean? There's my wife, for instance, she's an accountant. She loves her job. She loves going to work. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be able to convert her into doing this business. She still thinks I'm crazy and shouldn't I be doing it. She thinks I should have an 8-to-5 job. But what I'm getting at is whenever I approach somebody and I talk to somebody about doing what I do, I truly believe that it is the best thing that I could present them to want to do it. You know what I mean? To better their life, their family's life, their kids' life, their life. Okay. I truly believe that I personally can't show anybody anything better to do than network marketing. Okay. In all my years of experience, I believe we are in the best company in the best industry, which is network marketing. Okay. And I wholeheartedly believe that. So, and on top of that, we have the best product line that can help people. Okay. Then I don't know of a better product line that is needed worldwide than anything hemp related. And our spray line's phenomenal too, but I'm just saying, because the whole world has been deprived from hemp for so long. Okay. So if I'm going to call you up and I'm going to try to get you to take a look at my business, it's because I truly believe I have something that can help you. Now, so if I recruited you today and you signed up with me, I'm going to have you start making a list of everybody, that you can think of. And it's very important, I believe, to write down these names of these people you're thinking of, not just looking at your contact list. Because every time you write down somebody's name, and this is, I'm not saying write down somebody's name that you want to do business with. I'm saying you start writing down everybody's name you can think of. Because whenever you do that, if I write down Laura, well, if hers is the only number I have in my phone, and I'll go, oh, Laura, and then I go to the next. But if I write down Laura's name, I automatically think of, oh, Tom, her kids, other people that we have in common, our other friends, our other, you know what I mean? Our just a bunch of other people's names start coming in mind. Okay. I truly believe every one of you, if you guys started just sitting down and writing people's name and then who you know and contact with those people, you'll have a list of 1,000 people in no time. Okay. Now, just because you wrote these people's name down does not mean you're going to call them. Does not mean that you want to do business with them. But I promise you, out of that list of people, there's 4 or 5 people that need our business. Okay. If I'm on social media, so I don't use social media to prospect or like to make a post to try to get people. But if I'm looking through Facebook, what I'm looking for is somebody that's complaining about their job, somebody that is complaining about their back, somebody, you know what I mean? Somebody that either can use my product or use my business, that's looking for a change in their life. So when you're looking at your list, I'm gonna have you go, okay, now let's start going through your names of all your people on your list. Who do you have that you know that could use some extra money? You're probably gonna go, all of them? You know what I mean? But then it's going to be, who do you know that has some time or some business sense, or a single mom, or just different things. But we're going to start going through, okay, so now we're going to start categorizing these people on your list. Okay, and we're going to start breaking them down on, who on your list have you noticed has complained about their job in the last 6 months? Okay, we're going to start here. Then we're going to start going through, okay, so who, you get what I'm getting at. Like, we're going to start sifting through your list of friends. Because remember, to me, we're only needing 4 to 5 people to get you to super affiliate. Okay. So I'm very picky. Like, that's why I say I've got every Uber driver's contact information that I wanted. I could have conversation with that driver in a little bit pretty quick. I'm like, can you turn the radio on? Because I can just tell that they're not somebody that I'm going to either be able to help, or they don't want help, or, you know what I mean? I just don't like them. Every one of us has people that we know that we don't want to do business with. We don't like them, and, turn up the radio. I don't want to hear you talk. And that's okay, because not everybody's going to be, you know what I mean? You're going to sort through your people, but I promise you, there's people on your list that would do good at network marketing and do good at doing business with you. Okay, so you're going to be selective of who you're going to go talk to.
And on that note, Laura, with you, what I would say is you need to not be attached to the outcome. So you need to offer it to see if they're open, but if they're not, no big deal. You need to be able to present it like, here, I have this for you. Are you open to taking a look? If not, no worries. Like, it's not affecting you one way or the other. You have this gift that you're offering them, and it's up to them if they're open or not. But then you're not really doing anything like that.
And can I throw something in really quick too? So during these times, when we know everybody's kind of on lockdown, we've got a pretty captive audience. And not only that, people have right now a tremendous need to connect with people. I'm seeing it in my other business, people that haven't responded for a very long time. When I send an email out to them and say, hey, gosh, hope you're safe, hope you're staying well, have this crazy idea, what if we did like a Zoom coffee break or a Zoom cocktail hour or whatever? And I can't even tell you how well it's working in my other business. And I thought, why couldn't we apply that same thing to this? Even just get a group of people and invite them to a morning coffee break, invite them to a cocktail hour, and you're going to talk to them about, hey, how are you doing? Be concerned about them. And people will openly start talking about, oh my gosh, I'm just so concerned because I'm on furlough from my job, or I lost my job, or, they're going to start coming up with all this stuff, and your ears are going to be wide open to hear all of those clues. And then either, depending on the group that you have on the phone, if you just have one other person on a Zoom with you, you can either share what you've got then, or you can follow up with them and say afterwards and say, hey, you know what, let's jump on a Zoom just one-on-one, because I heard everything you were saying and I feel it for you, and let's just talk a little bit, because here's what I'm doing.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
And it's a perfect, I hate to say let's capitalize on what's happening, but seriously, let's capitalize on what's happening.
Right. Cool. And Tammy wants to add something. So Tammy has her hand up. So unmute yourself, Tammy. And
thank you so much. I just got to say, I had this conversation with Casey a while ago, and I was like so product driven and not so much growing my team and recruiting. And something he said really struck home. And when I sign an affiliate up now, I get them signed up and immediately get them working on their list. Like day one, they're working on their list. And I'm teaching them, as you know, Casey had said, to recruit right off the bat. And we have an amazing memory jogger in our back office, and I get them connected with that as well when they're saying, well, I can't think of people. I'm like, write everyone's name down. And by doing this, I mean, Laura, you've seen my team over the past, like last month, I went from adding 2-3 affiliates a month to last month, we added between myself and my downline 30 affiliates. And so it's definitely making a difference. So, I mean, every note you're taking from Casey, absolutely use it. That pre-enroll flow is key. That's what really helped me. I've got it right there. You can, just start talking to people. But the more people you talk to, the easier it's going to get at worrying about rejection. Now it's like, okay, I move on to the next, because no is just not now, because the people that told me no 2 years ago are now on my team. So it's just a matter of not giving up, keeping the faith, stay plugged in.
Great.
That has been like huge at helping me with my team.
That's awesome.
That's all I have to say. Sorry.
That's awesome. Your team is growing by leaps and bounds for sure. Does anyone else have any questions, or did this help you? Is another avenue you guys can look at?
Laura had a question there. What is a pre-enroll flow?
Oh, Casey, do you want to take your pre-enroll flow?
Okay, so
I'm not muted. What?
So when we first started My Daily Choice and we had 3 sprays, all we really had, I mean, our system and using our system correctly gained us way more business partners than our product did. Okay, when HempWorks rolled out, we kind of got away from what we're calling here the pre-enrollee flow. Okay, and every single one of us that was an affiliate back then, when we had 3 sprays, we basically would all invite people to take a look at our business. You would pre-enroll them. The less you said to people, the more people you would pre-enroll, pretty much. And you let the videos that were on the backside of once they pre-enrolled, and that information would kind of get them, we were using that as a tool. Okay, so when you pre-enroll somebody, you pre-enroll them, and then you work on doing a 3-way call afterwards. Okay, but the way our system works is every Thursday night we have a cutoff call, right? And the cutoff call is designed, we used to do them live. It'd be a big Zoom call. So then Thursday mornings, or the system automatically is emailing our pre-enrollees, telling them about, the cutoff call that night, right? And then by pre-enrolling people, and by me focusing on just pre-enrolling people, not signing people up, but you just get your team focusing on pre-enrolling people, plugging people into the system. When it's done correctly, the system notifies the first pre-enrollee that there's more pre-enrollees getting people passed down below them, right? So if I pre-enroll 5 people and they all go down one line, the first one, when the second one gets in, the first one gets an email, right? Saying, hey, your team's growing, okay? So you just keep doing that. And then by the time you're done, the first person got 4 emails saying, hey, there's 4 people underneath them, okay? So comes by Thursday, my goal is to contact the person at the bottom of the line. And I'm going to follow back up with that person and let them know, say, hey, just so you know, I know you're looking at this business, you were curious. It may or may not still be for you, but I just wanted to let you know that tonight at midnight, that there's 4 people above you that are still also looking at this business like you are. But if you go ahead and decide to get started as an affiliate or buy product, oh, and by the way, you can buy our product. It's free in 60 days. If you don't like it, you get your money back. So you really got nothing to lose. But these other 4 people, if they don't opt in yet, tonight at midnight, you're going to jump above all of them. Okay? My goal is to get the person at the bottom of the line to sign up first. Okay? If I get him to sign up, my next phone call is to this person. I call this person and say, hey, I just wanted you to know tonight at midnight, I know you're looking at this business, but there, when you log into your genealogy and you can show them, you go to lockinmyspot.com, put in their email address. See, I've already started building a team of people below you. Okay. And tonight at midnight, if you don't buy product or decide to become an affiliate, then this person is going to jump above you. And if you decide next week to get in, he's going to make money off of you rather than you make money off of him. I don't care what you do. I just wanted you to know. Then I go to the 3rd person and the 4th person, and I just move up the line. Okay. Now, if I'm looking at my outside leg, even if these are people here that I didn't pre-enroll, I'm still starting at the very bottom of the list, and I'm working my way up. If they're people I put in, I call them. If there's somebody that Laura put in, I say, hey, Laura, we got to call this person and let them know that there's these other people that are getting in, and we got to let them know they're going to lose out. And so if you just build from Friday to Thursday pre-enrolling people, okay, if your whole team is just pre-enrolling people, and then come Wednesday night, Thursday, you guys all start working as a team on closing your pre-enrollees, just simply by letting them know whenever somebody gets in or somebody buys a product, then the fear of loss system kicks in, and that's why it's designed. That's why our system is designed that way. And it works. You would be surprised on how well it works if anything, you'll get people to go ahead and buy product, or they'll go ahead and jump in and do it. But, right now it's free to join. I can't imagine why somebody wouldn't join for free and lock in their position, and that gives me more time to educate them. But the thing that's going to get that person excited that got in for free is because you keep pre-enrolling people, or the team is still pre-enrolling people down below. Okay. I made a Facebook post today with, and it was basically only reason why I did that was to pre-enroll people. Okay. So it's been in the first 30 minutes, whenever I did that, I had like 8 or 9 people, and they're all people that I've probably reached out to or talked to at one point or another, but they're all people that are now looking and going, okay, tell me how to do it. But my post was like, hey, just so you know, you can get started for free. You can work from home. You get paid every Thursday. Who's interested? Something like that. Okay, it's a business post. I'm looking for business people. So I don't know how many people have been commenting on there, but every single one of them, I've just turned around, and after that, I sent them a message saying, hey, so I go back into the same thing. When do you have time to take 40 minutes and watch some videos? I haven't sent them all my link yet, because I'm not going to send them my link until they're ready to look at it. If I just give them my link right now, who knows when they're going to look at it? And then I'm bugging them going, hey, when are you going to pre-enroll? Hey, are you going to look at that yet? I don't care, but I'm not going to take my time and send them my link if they're not ready to take a look. Because whenever they tell me they're going to take a look, it's important for me to get somebody on a 3-way call an hour after they pre-enroll. If I don't know when they're going to pre-enroll, I can't set up my 3-way call ahead of time. That's why I don't post my link everywhere, and I only give out my link when somebody has time to look at it. My time's valuable, their time's valuable. Okay? But it's all about pre-enrolling these people. then every one of them that does pre-enroll, I'll make a mental note because they're all going down my weak leg. Come Thursday morning, I'm going to start contacting people at the bottom of that line and just start hitting every one of them up. Okay. And you would be surprised at how well that works. Okay. Right now, like Pam has said, the world is stuck in their house. The world is trying to figure out how to put food on their table next month because most people don't know how to prepare or save or, have food storage and things like that. So when I'm just scouring Facebook, if I personally don't have time to try recruiting people or looking for customers. But my team, my team personally, I tell them, I said, if you're going to use Facebook, go through Facebook right now and find people that are worried about their job. They're complaining about that they're only getting $1,200 from the stimulus package that's coming out. Find people that are, looking, that has lost their job. They know somebody that lost their job, anything like that. Because then you can reach out to them and say, hey, so I know you're in kind of in a predicament. I was just thinking about you. If you have time, I'd love to share something with you because, I started this business working from home months ago, years ago, last week, whatever. But our team and company, everybody that I know that's in this business, they're not as stressed and struggled and worried as much as the people that are because they're still working their business from home. They didn't get fired. They didn't get laid off or, whatever that person is that you're talking to. So now you have something that you can help them. And then go back to what Laura was saying before, like you should feel extremely good and grateful. Like like they said, I have a gift. You can open it. You can choose to do something with it. You can choose to use it the rest of your life. You can choose to throw it in the trash. If you do anything, re-gift it and let me help you give it to somebody else that you know. If somebody tells me no, they always have somebody that they can think of that they can refer me to that just lost their job, that could use the help, that you could use the extra money, that could use my products. Okay. I truly believe if you contact 50 people, if you do it right, it's going to get you 50 business partners. Because if they don't get in, they're gonna refer you to somebody. If that person doesn't get in, that person should lead to another referral. Okay, and that's where I go back again before. Like we don't need social media to build a network marketing business. And my own personal opinion, I think in big scheme of things, social media has done network marketing a very big disjustice because it makes people a little bit lazy. And you get people that look for the big somebody, the big networker, the big fish, rather than just slowly taking step by step and building relationships and building slow and making it happen. Now, not everybody does. I'm just saying in general, there's all kinds of people that spam and post and just slam Facebook and social media with their business opportunity. And that's the things that I'm talking about. Those are the things that I think have given network marketing a bad name and a bad, representation of what we are and who we do and what, how we help people.
Awesome.
I'm done.
Okay. I know we've been on for over an hour.
It's very true, Casey. It really has. And you can tell that. You can tell who really just cares about putting, and they do post after post after post, one a day is fine. Or like you said, Casey, you get more people connecting with you because you haven't posted in 2 weeks. I mean,
my whole situation is very unique, especially for the last 2 years, as far as people, how I've recruited people, because I drove the truck for the company all last year. So I was traveling everywhere. I was able to get into 200 Uber rides that cost me nothing, so, but every single one of us has a different unique situation. It's how you deal with it and how you use it to your advantage. Not every single one of us could make the same post or make a phone call and say the exact same thing. Every single one of us is going to get a huge variance of response of how we do it. Okay. And so it's like Laura asking me to come on. Like, one thing that I've done my whole life in the network marketing is, like, the reason why I said I would join other companies just to see how they did things and how other people would train or present. It's so, because another thing is, if I signed up Tammy and Pamela and Laura, my game plan for each one of them is going to be different, because each one of them has a different goal. Each one of them has a different way of doing business. Each one of them has a different skill set. And it's my job, I think, as a leader, is to be able to take all these different things that I've seen from my 21 years of experience and find one that fits Pam the best, or Tammy the best, or Laura the best. Okay, this is not a one thing works for everybody. And like within the Win Network, I think one of the things that we have going for us so well is we have people that have been successful in this industry from all walks of life, from all over the world. So every one of them, when we have them come on and do a training, has something new to add to everybody's, wish list. What golden nuggets are they going to get that they can take and go make something with it?
Right.
Okay. Well, thank you, Casey. That's awesome.
So much. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
And you guys, Casey gets
No
nothing
problem.
from helping us. I mean, he's just doing this out of the goodness of his heart. So it's just karma that's going to come back and get good karma.
So,
So much.
yeah, I definitely believe in that, and so I don't get anything financially, but another thing that happened for my business when it really took off is whenever I took the money thing out of it, because if I just wanted to make money, there's other things that I believe I could go do that made me more money per month. But I truly do this business and I love this industry because we all get paid to help people get paid.
Right.
And so, like I don't look at it like I get paid whenever somebody buys product or when somebody signs up or when people get in my business. Okay. And not only that, every time I help somebody else within my daily choice, it makes the whole company better. It gives us more to brag on. It makes us, it's good every time anybody helps anybody in this company. It doesn't have to be a financial gain for it to be a positive, good thing for it to happen.
Right.
And so I get a lot out of helping anybody in this company. My gain is not making money. When I die, you're not going to see a hearse pull. My hearse isn't be pulling a U-Haul with all my money.
Right.
But hopefully, a lot of people show up to have a party. Okay, so that's how I look at this business. I do so much with Chris Robinson because that's how he looks at this business. Okay, the reason why I followed Josh Swagel from our other company where I was making very good money into this business, because that's how he looks and feels about this business. It is not about money for him. It's about how many people I can go help.
Right.
How many people's lives I can change. Jenna's this exact same way. Okay, it's money's not the important part.
Awesome.
All right, I'm done.
Thank you. Go get something to eat.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you
Go
so
get
much.
Much.
You guys don't, another thing is I've been here for 2 weeks.
I know.
Everybody speaks French. I've only
I
got one person around here I can talk to.
Oh,
So it's good talking to a bunch of people that understand what I'm saying.
oh. Thank you so much for your time.
So
How much?
no problem. Anytime.
Thank
Any of
you.
you guys need any help,
Thanks, Casey.
reach out.
Thank you.
Thanks, Casey.
Come home
Have a
soon.
good day.
Come home soon.
Yep.
Bye, everyone.
I'm right where I need to be.
I know you are.
Bye.
All right. Bye now. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Happy
Bye.
Friday.